We are in White Post, Virginia with Skyline Church, and this is Miss Susie. Miss Susie, tell us what we're doing here. What are we making?
We are making apple butter today. We are probably going to end up with about 160 gallon of apple butter.
How long have you been making apple butter?
I have probably been making apple butter at least 25 years.
So last year you did this. Last year was the first time doing it as a fundraiser for a widow's cottage.
That's correct.
And how much did you make?
We made over $6,000.
That's incredible. That's incredible. So you do it for one day. What time do you start in the morning?
We start about 5:30 in the morning, building the fires, and then people start coming about 6 o'clock.
So what is Mr. Josh doing right now?
Josh is stirring. That was the first kettle that went on, and it went on about 6:15 this morning. So it's got at least 2 hours at least of cooking to do yet.
Wow. And then once it is cooked, what happens?
Once the initial cooking starts, and it's thick enough, I will take this pan and put some applesauce in it, and I will scrape up through it. And it needs to be thick and no water running out around the applesauce. That is when I know it is ready for sugar. And that pot here will use about 100 to 125 pounds of sugar, depending on the sweetness of that applesauce. And then it's cooked for another hour until it thickens again. Once that thickens and it's ready to put in the cans, the jars, I will put in my spices. And when I put in my spices, we pull the fire immediately so that the spices don't cook out. This is pure cinnamon oil, and it will take about 3 ounces of this cinnamon oil for that large kettle. And I use oil of cloves, and it'll take about 5 drops oil of cloves in that kettle to make a good, very delicious tasting apple butter. So I like my apple butter a little on the spicy side, not too hot, but a little spicy.
What specifically this money is going for in Jolo, West Virginia?
We are building cottages for widows that need a home and a place to live. It's an area that needs a lot of assistance, and that is what we go to do, helping build these cottages. And we went this summer and started one and went back in September to do some work on it, and it will probably be finished up in June or so when we go back. We'll probably be finishing that one up.
So if people are interested in getting some of this delicious apple butter, can we make contact with the church?
You can make contact with the church. Extra will be there, and they will have it available. It's $7 a pint and $12 a quart. And we also make sugar-free, and it has Splenda in it, and it is also $7 a pint.
Thank you, Miss Susie. You guys are amazing.